It is time for sports, and yesterday was a big day. The National League Championship divisional games, Game 5s, were held. Both were unexpectedly exciting. One was amazing right out of the bat, but the best game was the second game. And this is the way the second game concluded between Washington and the Dodgers.
This is deep to center field. Bellinger's back. It's a grand slam. Howie Kendrick with a 10th inning grand slam to break it open.
Now, all things considered, they had a 3-0 lead. Let's bring in Mike Cozzi because his favorite pitcher actually gave up the lead because the Dodgers were leading 3-0 until who came in, Mike?
The great Curtin Kershaw.
Wow. He gave up 2 home runs back to back, and then this bomb, and it was a bomb because it was to center field.
I went to sleep. I didn't see it.
It was a bomb. It was pretty amazing to watch. And the Dodgers, with the best record in baseball, out. And this is the first time. Is this the first time the Nats are in the championship series?
I believe so.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You hear about, we have our regimen. We have our pitchers to pitch certain innings. This guy pitches 1 inning. He pitches to 2 batters. He does this. Why'd you bring Kershaw in?
Yeah.
He struck out 1 guy on 3 pitches. Then on the next 3 pitches, he gave up 2 home runs. Why did you bring him in?
Yeah.
Because he's Clayton Kershaw? Yeah. I went to sleep because this game was over.
Yeah.
It was 3-1. They were lucky to score a run in the 7th inning. I'm like, this game's done. They're going to bring in the big guy, Jansen, at the end of the game. They're going to bring in Kelly. Well, Kelly got lit.
Yeah.
But if you went to Mejida and Jansen like you always did, the game's over. Why'd you bring in Kershaw? Kelly gave up he gave up the grand slam and everything, and he's going to get the blame. But the guy to get the blame is Kershaw. Yeah. 6 pitches, 2 home runs. Yeah. And to his credit, he said last night that he stinks in the postseason. Well, it is what it is, man.
Now the first game, which
I don't think I've ever heard any other Hall of Fame pitcher say they stink in the postseason. Did you?
No.
Yeah. I rest my case, Your Honor.
What's interesting? What's interesting is that in the first game, I watched the first game, and in the top of the first, the Cardinals scored 10 runs.
Never happened before.
Game over.
Yep. Like you were saying, exciting games. I don't think they were exciting. The first game was over in the first inning. I didn't get to see it because I wasn't home. And then the other game, I watched 6 or 7 innings, and I'm like, this game stinks. No. I'm going to bed. Game's over. Because of Kershaw.
What I meant to say was the first game was exciting in the first inning, and the second game was exciting in the last inning. That's it. Man. Everybody was expecting a close, nail-biting championship series games. I'm
shocked at the Braves game. The Washington game, not so much. The Braves game, I'm really surprised about.
Things just got out of control instantaneously. It was amazing to watch. I give credit
it happened before.
I give credit to the fans. I'll say 75% of the fans stayed through like the seventh, bottom of the 7th inning. And then
they were probably shell shocked too much to move.
Well, if it were me, and I would say I'm at Yankee Stadium, okay, and it's a game, and in the top half of the first inning, it's 10-0. I'm sorry. Instead of ordering $10 beers and $6 hot dogs, I'm finding myself a nice place to go have a nice dinner somewhere in New York City.
Most Yankee fans are fair weather fans. Because remember when they had the 3-0 lead against the Red Sox, and Johnny Damon took them to the woodshed his first 2 at-bats. that place cleared out pretty quick.
So, you know, when it's 10-0, but it was just it was a day that could have been full of great classic baseball, and it just turned into a weird day. That's all I'll say. A weird day. So now we've got.
You know who's the one guy besides Clayton Kershaw who's scratching his head today?
Who?
Take a guess.
I don't know.
Bryce Harper.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
He's the greatest thing in baseball since the batting cage, since the fungo bat. He leaves the Nationals. They got a chance to go to the World Series.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And where are the Phillies?
Out.
They're sitting next to us watching the game.
That's it. Now, what's also interesting is today's game has a chance to be a really good game because you've got some good pitching in it.
You do?
Well, don't you?
Yeah, on one side of the boat you have good pitching. I don't know about the other side.
Who's pitching for?
I don't know. My computer froze up. I have to count on you for that one.
Okay, well, let's see. I see if I can find the story on it. Who's pitching for it? Okay, let's see here.
Charlie Morton pitched the other day. He can't pitch tonight.
Glass now is pitching for Tampa Bay. He's a
start. Glasgow, Scotland.
Glass, something like that, and Cole is pitching for Houston.
Yeah.
Well,
no.
I don't know. Yeah, we all thought that was going to be the way. Well, anyway, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in this game. I think Houston will win it because they always win at home.
Well, Verlander and Cole dominated the first one.
Yeah.
Greinke got hit in the third one. Verlander shouldn't have pitched Game 4 in 3 days rest, so you got to draw a line through that. Cole's coming back. He pitched Saturday, right? Was it Saturday?
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. So he's got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. He's got his 4 days rest. He's ready to go. I don't think they're going to beat Cole. Now, whether or not the Astros bats wake up is another thing, because right now anybody can beat the Astros the way they're hitting. But they're not going to hit Cole, and I would think he'd have somewhere between 11 and 15 strikeouts again.
All right, well, it's going to be interesting for us to see what happens with it.
Yeah, you got to play it out.
Yeah. That game starts tonight at 7:00, and if you really if you're such a fan of the NFL, you can switch over and you can go to the NFL for Thursday night football tonight.
Oh, I'll be watching that.
But that doesn't start till 8:20.
Because that's going to be interesting.
The Giants versus the Pats in New England.
In a nor'easter.
And we have to do our predictions.
Yeah, you got to pick tonight.
Right. Well, you know what? He's the new kid on the block. You know what? I finally got above 500. So
maybe Tom Brady will get struck by lightning because of the storm.
So I'll give my pick to the Giants just because out of my Giant loyalty this time.
There you go. And that's why you never win.
I know. I know.
Because every once in a while you have to pick the Giants, and that's 3 games that I always win on.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I'm a little interested because the weather's supposed to be bad, and New England doesn't have much of a running game. So if the Giants drop 8 and try to stop the short passing game, because I don't think it's going to be a long passing game for New England. It usually never is, but especially tonight with the storm, it could anything could happen. And big storm rains and stuff like that are equalizers, so it brings the better team down to the level of the bad team. So maybe the Giants have a puncher's chance tonight. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think so. But you know what?
The weather's supposed to be awful.
Yeah, I've as a Giant fan, and it's the kids. I got to pick them just because I'm a Giant fan, so I pick them. You know, it's if you've noticed the past couple of years, I've shied away from picking the Giant games when they're there.
How about like forever?
Yeah. Yeah, just because you can't pick them to win, you can't pick them to lose, because they'll burn you either way. So I'm taking that. You're taking the Patriots.
Of course.
All right,
I have to. I can't take. How can I take the Giants?
You can't.
Even if the Giants were playing Rutgers, I'd take Rutgers.
Okay. All right. Any other sports to talk about?
No, that's it. Tonight's game should be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see if Houston can pull it out as they should, or will Tampa Bay upset them and and throw down the bed of roses for the Yankees to win a championship.
I think that Houston would have a chance to be upset if they didn't lose in 4 straight to the Red Sox last year. I think that they want to revenge that.
What happened?
Didn't they lose to the Red Sox?
4 straight.
4 straight. I thought it was 4 straight.
No.
No?
I think it went 7.
Oh, well.
Definitely didn't go 4.
I still think they want to revenge that loss to the Red Sox.
Well, sure they do.
Yeah, so.
Anybody would.
Yeah.
And I think it's being overhyped because if you look at it from the point of view that I do, Greinke pitched bad. Verlander wasn't Verlander. They're still the Astros. They're home. Cole hasn't lost a game at home all year.
He hasn't lost.
Tampa Bay's up against it.
Mike, he hasn't lost since the end of May.
Yeah?
That's what I mean. He's unbelievable. He hasn't lost since the end of May.
You know who can't say that?
Who?
Clayton Kershaw.
Okay. I'll speak to you tomorrow.
Have a great day, guys.
Bye-bye. Mike Cozzi with a check on sports this morning here on The Breakfast Club.